Before we get started, if you guys want to learn how to speak Arabic, then download the Kalam app. It's an app I've been using to learn Arabic, and it's great because it gives you exercises to practice everything you've just learned to make sure you still remember it. You can find the link down below in the description. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, and welcome back to my channel. I don't usually talk about drama. I don't like to feed into it, and I especially don't like talking about drama when it comes to Muslims. Every once in a while, I'll make a video about Tucker Carlson or Ben Shapiro or something like that. That's dramatic because these people are non-Muslims, so I can deal with their stuff all day. When it comes to Muslims, I think we should take a different approach. We shouldn't be calling each other out. And I've been seeing that a lot more lately. I've been seeing a lot of Muslims calling other Muslims out, and I don't like it. I've always been about unity. I've always been about solidarity. I've always been about consistency in the Muslim community and us being one. I started the Daily Muslim with that in mind. Now it's been inactive for a while, but it's coming back soon, inshallah. But my whole point is that we are one ummah. And we have been tasked with the responsibility, with the objective of uniting and remaining one ummah. But whenever a Muslim makes another video about another Muslim, exposing them or whatever, it really pulls away from that unity. Now, obviously, there are caveats. It's not that you should never call out anyone ever who's a Muslim. If they do something wrong and they need to be corrected, they need to be corrected. But there are steps you take before doing that. Simply shooting a quick message and then plastering their face in a thumbnail and saying so-and-so exposed or so-and-so refuted or whatever is not a good look for the Muslim community. We're already somewhat divided and it's not helping. I have in the past refuted some Muslims in cases. I didn't like it. And whenever I did, I tried to maintain a respectful approach, and it was more so about what was said and less about them. However, nowadays, it seems like there are people who kind of make it their thing. They make it their thing to get into other people's business. They make it their thing to make videos about other people, and it's become almost like drama work. I have had people message me because so-and-so made a video about this person. And I've had people message me because so-and-so made a video about them. Now, what did I have to do with these situations? Nothing. I was not involved in any way, shape, or form. But, you know, these people felt like, hey, maybe I could reach out to Rami. Maybe he can serve as like a mediator. Maybe he can help with the situation. In most cases, unfortunately, I'm not able to help. As badly as I want to, I wish I could just walk in and be like, yo, peace, everybody. Chill, and then like everything's good, but that's not how the world works. I've had some very respectable and well-known Muslims reach out to me because of this exact thing, and it's always just like almost like a hit piece against them, and I don't know what purpose it serves. Really, I don't know what it does aside from creating something that's like dramatic and entertaining and something that, you know, we know is going to do well in the algorithm or whatever. If you want to make hit pieces about people, make them about non-Muslims. Go make hit pieces about non-Muslim Islamophobes, because at least then, if anything, you're uniting the ummah against this person, as opposed to dividing the ummah on the topic of this person and what they said. And sometimes this comes from people who you trust. Like, you'll be scrolling on YouTube, you'll see a video from somebody you like, and then you'll be like, oh, they made a video about this person. What's going on? Then you watch it, and now you're invested in it. Then you watch the part 2 and the part 3 and the whatever. Now, don't get me wrong. I made a video even recently about the guy who like yelled at Mufti Menk during his lecture and all that stuff. But that video was not like dramatic. I spoke highly of the brother. I said good things about him. And then when there was an update of him apologizing, I made the update video just for the sake of letting everybody know, hey, he did apologize, he retracted, and like let's praise the brother for this good behavior. Now, when do you call somebody out? When do you make a video about someone saying, hey, this person's doing this and it's wrong? When they are clear-cut causing issues, causing fitna, causing problems in the Muslim community, and it's about the community, not about them. That's when you make a video describing a situation or talking about what was said, and you come with a balanced and fair approach. You're kind to everyone. You're not vindictive. You're not accusatory. You're looking just to settle the truth without, you know, pointing a gun at anyone and saying this is the bad person. When someone does something wrong, you reach out to them. You can't get a hold of them. They're not willing to correct it, and you need to speak about it for the sake of the community. You make a video not about the person being bad, but about the action or the statement or whatever, and correcting it. And this has been done before in a proper manner. I mean, there have been actual scammers in the Muslim community where they full on scammed Muslims, either using the religion or not using the religion. They targeted Muslims and they scammed them out of their money, whether it's through charities and donations, or it was through like a Ponzi scheme or some business scheme or something like that. It does happen, and the Muslims need to be warned from people like this. So now this is my question. How do we get away from this? How do we go from where we are now and move the heck away from it? I don't want us to be anywhere close to this otherizing and attacking culture where we call out other Muslims in like every other video and it just becomes a part of our channel and who we are. We're being attacked by like literally every angle. Every direction people are coming at us. We're having people come at us theologically for our beliefs. people coming at us for Sharia law and our beliefs, people coming at us for like our culture, and then people making up lies about us. We even have people who dramatize our conflicts even more. So they'll be like, look, this Muslim, it'll be a non-Muslim who says this Muslim and that Muslim's fighting. Look, they can't even agree with themselves. And our strength will come from us uniting against the enemies. Uniting under La ilaha illallah, uniting and becoming one community, which means even if I don't like you or I don't like what you said, if it's not absolutely haram, I can leave it. I can leave it alone because there's a greater good. We have more people trying to literally kill us. People trying to expel us from our countries and lie about our religion and put us on the back burner and keep us on the defensive the whole time. And this really has to be like a group initiative. If we don't have everybody on board, then it's not going to work. If there's one guy who's a troublemaker and everyone ignores them, okay, whatever. But if it's like a back and forth with a bunch of different people and this person calls out that person and that person calls out that person and then it just keeps going, then yeah, we're not really going to make progress. At some point, we have to just kind of put our hands up, take a step back and realize we've been in the same place for a while now. We're not really getting further. We're not creating organizations that keep us united. We're not creating media that keeps us united, and we're being attacked from every angle. Maybe we should take a step back and reevaluate. And it takes some really strong leadership to get that done. I don't know who's going to do it. I wish I could. I don't think I'm the person to, but I at least can make a video speaking about how necessary it is and hopefully push people in the right direction. If you look at the companions, when they were united, they conquered Rome and Persia and like everywhere, up to the borders of Pakistan, places in North Africa and whatever. That's what unity gets you. They were outnumbered. They were like a few thousand people versus like 20, 30, 50,000 Roman soldiers or whoever else. And they would win because they were united. They feared Allah, they didn't fear death, and they were united. The second there was a bit of disunity and people started attacking Uthman radiallahu anhu, people started attacking Ali radiallahu anhu, people actually killed the grandson of the Prophet radiallahu anhu, you could see that's when things really started to fall apart. From what I heard, historically, China was basically ready to surrender. But the first fitna broke out, so the Muslims kind of had to leave that and go like settle what's going on at home. We give like billions of dollars towards charity through zakat and sadaqah every single year. Billions of dollars. Why have we not made like $1 billion organization that deals with media, that deals with politics, that deals with lobbying, that deals with whatever, to put Muslims a bit ahead? Because we're disorganized. We don't have unity. Instead, we're just sitting down making YouTube videos. This Muslim said this and he's wrong. So every single one of us really has to hold ourselves accountable, right? We have to grab our own self and our ego and we have to really hold ourselves accountable. And when we slip, we have to feel the burden of that slip. We have to feel like, okay, that was really bad. I need to do a lot better. And the Sahaba had this self-accountability like no one else. You would not believe it. Abdullah ibn Umar, he held himself accountable so much to the point where when he was sick and he asked his wife to bring him some food, he wanted some fish. He asked his wife to bring him some food. A beggar came and knocked at his door. The second he was about to take the fish to eat it, the beggar asked for some food. Ibn Umar said, give him the food. And then his wife goes, gives him the food. But she's still thinking, I want my husband to eat. So she goes to the poor person who she just gave the food to and said, hey, I'll give you money. Give me the fish back. I'll buy the fish from you. Let me go give it back to my husband. The beggar says, okay, that's fine. She goes to give it to Ibn Umar. He's about to eat. The same beggar comes back and a second time asks for food. And he gives it to him again because he doesn't want to say no. This is the level of self-accountability, self-sacrifice that one of the greatest companions of the Prophet, peace and blessing be upon him, had. And we're talking about this person said this and he's wrong. This person called out that person. Really, guys? Really? Can we not do better, please? And listen, I'm not perfect. I made mistakes. May Allah forgive me. I've been slapped many times in life and I've slapped myself many times for the mistakes that I made. I'm not perfect, but at the very least, I will incrementally make steps to try and be better. And if we all do this, we'll be in a lot better position in like 5-10 years if we all start making these little changes to try and be better. I know I've spoken a lot about this, so I'm going to wrap it up now, but let's make that change. Let's make that self-accountability our main focus and unity the main focus of the ummah. With that being said, Allahumma atina fid dunya hasana wa fil akhirati hasana wa qina adhaban nar. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.